So when you think about India and our business, how would you explain the criticality of water sustainability to the success and growth of our business?
Well, our business in India is intertwined with the availability of water. And just for context, India has about 17% of the world's population and only 4% of the freshwater resources, which makes it one of probably the least water surplus countries in the world. Water is a very visible part or a very visible raw material that goes into the production of our products. Even though we as a company use a very small proportion of the total water consumption in India, we recognize that as a key raw material, we have to be seen as good stewards of water usage and water sustainability in India.
I know we were talking earlier about, India is a very diverse country, even from a water standpoint. There are places in India, which most people would be surprised to learn, that have plenty of water. Most people don't think about that, but it is true. But we have plants that operate also in areas that are water stressed. So talk a little bit about, my understanding is that those plants that are operating in water stressed areas are water positive. Can you talk a little bit about that?
So more than 80% of our plants today and more than 80% of our production is in locations where the water availability is considered safe and adequate by the government and by local communities.
80%, that's good.
Over 80%. And or we use surface water, which is sourced from sustainable sources through the government. In the 20% of locations and production capacity where we are in slightly water-stressed regions, we have been ensuring that we go beyond compliance in water replenishment within those locations.
How is the water sustainability issue playing out sort of in the government management of it and in the social realms?
I'm not personally an expert on this, but as someone who has observed the water debate and discussion that's going on in India, I think the government and civil society are beginning to recognize the importance of water and water sustainability for the success of the country. However, it's a very complex and very difficult and challenging topic for any government and any civil society to deal with, because there are a number of users of water: agriculture, industry, households, and each of them have an equally compelling case for access to water, which is becoming more and more scarce in the country. And the per capita availability of water is becoming lower and lower as population grows and water storage doesn't keep pace. So I think the government has the right idea. What needs to happen more is a better partnership of what we call the golden triangle between the Indian government, between civil society and corporates like us, coming together to find the right solutions to improve water availability, to improve water storage, to improve the quality of water, and make sure that it's used like the precious resource it is.